check. Who said the city dry? Go tell him he a lie. I sacrifice to keep it lit. I'm who they crucify.
Just getting a DOT inspection done right now, and I'm gonna let y'all know my process of getting this truck from SFI. And is it a good process or is it a bad process? So you'll see later on in this video. What's up, YouTube, man? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. As y'all can see by the title, y'all kind of know how this video gonna go. But before we get into it, if y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. For those of you who've been along on this journey with me, just make sure y'all share this video, comment, y'all thoughts. And all that good stuff. But yeah, man, we on to a better, I ain't gonna say better, on to another journey where there was always a goal. Of course, now I'm officially a owner operator. As y'all see, y'all know I'm with Landstar. Rolling with the big dog now. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all about orientation, how it went, and then getting my truck from SFI and all that good stuff, and the process of me, how long it took me to get approved and qualify for Landstar, leaving EW Wireless. So but yeah, man, orientation, it was 2 days. Of course, the first day is like your typical orientation from any company. You go through like the safety, safety videos, you sign paperwork, and then they just talk about calling different agents on how to basically get in good with them and stuff, showing us that different stuff. And of course, they fed us. They put us in a hotel, but I ended up staying in my own hotel because I'll end up driving to Landstar that Monday. I could have left Sunday and stayed in a hotel, but I only stayed an hour and 30 away from that the Georgia terminal that they have. It's out in Carnesville, Georgia. I live in McDonough, so it was only an hour and 30, so I ended up driving the day of orientation and end up getting my own hotel that Monday. Then Tuesday we came in. They ended up finishing out the orientation, the PowerPoints they were showing us, and then they showed us the load board. They were just teaching us what different, because the loads are abbreviated, depends on the agent you're getting the load from. So they was just telling them what stuff mean, what type of trailer to choose when you're choosing your load, and yeah, so it went by pretty smooth. I would say, when you get on it, you'll see some pretty good loads. You'll see some, you're like, dang, I wish I was driving today, because I could have got that load today. But yeah, I ended up when I got home from orientation, I ended up calling the people because I didn't have a trailer. So I ended up calling a few power only agents, and I was just reaching out, let them know that if they got some loads available, I'm available to run, because I just wanted to get going. I ain't want to sit, because they had like a week hold on the trailers, so I ain't want to sit. So I ended up getting on a contract temporarily with an agent. So I'm just gonna run power only driving until my platform, the step deck, is ready. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm running power only loads. I'm running power only loads that until my step deck is ready. So yeah, man, nothing really special, but I say it went by pretty smooth. I thought they were gonna send me to Jacksonville, but I didn't know they had a terminal in Georgia, so I ended up going to orientation in Georgia, because that's where I live. So yeah, man. And then the process of getting my truck from SFI, they went pretty smooth too. The person that was talking to me was Elizabeth. She ended up helping me during the process. She was nice during the process. It wasn't nothing bad or anything. All I had to do was pick out a truck. So she sent me a list. She sent me a list to choose what truck I had. I did want the older truck because it had less payments on it. I was gonna get a 2022, but it was out of the 2022 Freightliners. So I ended up going with a 2025. So and it only had 100K miles on it. So I ain't want to have to deal with certain breakdowns and stuff. Kind of wanted to deal with like a newer truck, so that's why I chose this one first. But the process was smooth. All I had to do was get my insurance, and then send her my paperwork for my business. So that took about a week, and then the process of me leaving E.W. Wiley. So I applied for Landstar probably a month out, and I only went to E.W. temporarily. And don't get me wrong, E.W. is a great company. They kept me moving and stuff, but I feel like it was time for me to make that big move, to officially become an owner operator. So I applied for them a month before I left. So it took them a week to call the companies, previous companies that I worked for, and then them get my NVR and my background check. So that took a week. It only took a week for me to qualify in that area. But with me not having a truck, it took 6 weeks, because I didn't pick my truck out yet. So I had to do that and get a 2290. And I had to apply for. I ended up changing my business name and stuff. So I ended up just reapplying for a new business. So that really was taking so long. That's why it took 5 weeks. I probably could have been there in 3 weeks. And I know everybody had their own experience. Some people say it took them 2 months, 3 months to get in there, but it only took me 6 weeks. Really could have been shorter, because I didn't have the paperwork. That was the reason why it took me so long. Finding insurance that I want, and then getting a 2290. So, and with me having a new LIN, I had to wait for that to process through. So yeah, man. And then but yeah, the load board, man. But they had some pretty good loads in there, man. And too, I know everybody had their own experience with agents. I didn't have a bad experience with the agents. I just, call them and let them know, hey, I'm a driver with Landstar, and I'm based out of Georgia. I just got out of orientation, and they just put me on a list, like, just in case they needed to call me. I would say it took me one day. The next day, they ended up calling me back, and They ended up calling me back the next day, say, hey, we got this. We out of Memphis, and it's a power only to get you moving, because I'm listed as a flatbed driver, but they got me running drive-in until my flatbed is ready. So they end up calling and say, hey, we got this account, you want to get rolling. They just let me know what they paying, and then know how it works. And I was like, hey, that worked for me. We can get going. He's like, can you start Monday? And I was like, yeah. So yeah, man, my process, going smooth so far. Of course, I'm gonna post videos of me actually doing, trucking on the road. So yeah, man, that's really my process. I'm just gonna continue to ride drive-in, man. Today got the step there ready, man. So yeah, man. And too, with me emailing the agents and stuff, I created me a business card. So basically helping me look for professional when I'm sending these emails and calling them. So yeah, man. So if y'all think about coming to Landstar now, just make sure have that stuff ready. Make sure you just present yourself professionally. I'm grateful for this opportunity. This is something that I always do. I always wanted to come to Landstar because seeing the trucks everywhere you go, and just always stood out to me. And with them being top 5 of the best carriers, just came over here, and we continue this journey, and I feel good. I feel that it's gonna go pretty good. So yeah, man. That's it. That's this. It's a short vlog today. I just want to tell y'all my journey and my process. Where I'm going, where I'm at now, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
Who said the city dry? Go tell him he a lie. I sacrifice to keep it lit. I'm who they crucify. Still mixing business with pleasure.